Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca and it is time to unbox the second chart to art that I have recently got. These actually did arrive a month or so ago, but because of the December event I hadn't had a chance to open them. So this is one of the other new chart to art designs. Gorgeously wrapped with a little bow and Indie approved. But yeah, let's get in this packaging, which I am really struggling with today. I don't know why I'm having a problem, but I am. I try to get it out the best I can and then I straighten up the paper later. Because that can be well reused, especially for birthdays in January. So this one is Winter Animals by Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch is the designer. And here we have the diamond painting itself. So we have ABs in this one. We have 4 ABs. And ABs are used for the border. So this one looks to be the very much the same type of setup as Ghosts Doing Stuff and Elves Doing Stuff. As in, we have 20 different squares. So 5 across, 4 rows down, 20 different squares that have the symbols on the canvas. So if you've not done chart to art before, there is often symbols on the canvas. There's a few different ways they do it. So I've opened ones that have a more elaborate frame, that the symbols are all on the canvas and it's multiple different colours. And you fill in, of course, what's on the canvas and then use the charts to do the inside sections. So some of them will have a very elaborate frame. I think one of the Halloween ones spooky ones had a very elaborate frame. And then you would do the individual pictures in whichever order. And then ones similar to Floral Surprise, which I've got an unboxing for and I've got a completed video for. The symbols are actually part of the picture, so you have to do them in order on Floral Surprise, and they will create a big picture by the end. So the symbols around the edge on those are all different. This one is individual images. So the symbol round the edge is going to create a frame. So it's the first thing I like to do when I've started the diamond painting, is I like to actually do the frame all the way round. And then I will do 3 sides on this one. It just looks nicer when I've finished the painting. And then you download the PDFs from their website. You pop in your email address and your order number and you'll be given access to the one that you purchased. So you download the PDFs, you can print them out or you can add them to the Pattern Keeper app or the Markup RXP app, which helps you read the pattern. And you basically transfer the pattern from the canvas or the PDF to the page and your picture becomes alive as you do it. So this one is called Winter Animals. It has 24 different colours, and as I say, there are 4 AB colours. So let me just chop that off because this will be going into my logbook. And let's have a look at the diamonds. So I want to see symbol E is basically the borders. So I want to see what they look like. I also want to see what other ABs we have and then just have a look at the colours, because that's the only hint to the canvas that we have. So let's go for ABs first. So symbol E is this 210 AB. So this is going to be your border around every single picture. And then we have AB highlights in red, green and orange. So 349, 702 and 977. So there'll be extra highlights. And apart from that, we have a fair amount of 939, which I'm guessing will make up a background behind some of these animals. We have a little bit of 930. Oh, we've got some bright oranges, some gorgeous blues, and of course some animal shade of colours. We then also have what looks like it might be backgroundish, 799 and 820. So these two colours we have a few bags of, so they are probably in some of the backgrounds as well. Oh, and this one, 827. So these colours I reckon will make up the backgrounds on the paintings. And then we have all these others, gorgeous blues, oranges, greens, browns, beige and red, along with these ones that'll make up the animals themselves. There is, or there will be, I'm pretty sure, she says, not having a laptop and not having checked. But normally what they now do when it's a individual paintings is they will put an example of one of them on the website so that you can get an idea of the sort of theme of the paintings. I personally don't tend to look because I thoroughly love the process as much as the finished painting. But yeah, you basically will get 20 different charts. You can do them in any order. I often just follow the order that it's been charted in, but that's just personal preference because I think the backgrounds and the actual images, you know, the way they charted it in relation to the order they put them in is always going to look good. So rather than me decide to do them in different orders and not like the way they look and not be able to move them, is the best option for me to follow. So yeah, I tend to do them in order. But Winter Animals by Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch. Oh, see, I'm so tempted to do this one. I unboxed Elves Doing Stuff last week. Now, because it's past Christmas, while I am excited to do that one, and I don't care what time of year I do it, it is past Christmas, but it's not past winter. It's still very, very cold. So I'm kind of tempted to do Winter Animals because I need to kit one up while it's winter. But then I'm also excited to potentially do one of the tarot card sets that I have two of because they're different and I've not done them before. But then I also have another one. I think there's another two up on my shelf. I think one of them Megan wants to do. The other one is for me to do. So I'm very undecided as to whether to just put them in a decision wheel and do whichever one the decision wheel says, or whether to pick for myself. But anyway, I will make that decision later. But I will pop a link in the description box to the Chart to Art kits so that you can go and have a look if you fancy giving this a go. It is so much fun. It is so nice to do something that is slightly different but still enjoyable as it's diamond painting. It does take a little bit more thinking than normal diamond painting, in my opinion anyway. I tend to, if I'm diamond painting for the evening, I will tend to do one of these squares and then I will go to my regular diamond painting and do some of that, which I find then I've done my thinking part and then I can do my little bit more relaxing part. But I absolutely love the sort of challenge of these. They're not hard. They're not hard because you are following the pattern. Slow and steady is my most advisable when you first start. Just go slow and steady, even if you need to do it row by row and just keep dipping into your diamond pots and doing them one at a time. Do that. Do whatever works for you, but the achievement when it's done and seeing the picture come to life bit by bit is so enjoyable. So enjoyable that I think it is really well worth doing. But yeah, I'm excited for this one to possibly be my next diamond painting. You'll have to stay tuned if the video's not already gone up. No, stay tuned. I think I'm going to make sure all my dekitting's up before I do my next kitting up of these. But yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I get to kit up soon. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.